Have you been able to practice without?
I have not practiced this week yet. So we're still working through that. I did just get done doing a little run out there, and we're progressing really well. So we'll see how it goes tomorrow. But from where I was Sunday, Monday to where I am now, it's been a positive. And we'll kind of take it one day at a time.
Joel, scale 1 to 10 compared to how you're feeling Sunday. Tell you so where you feel now.
Yeah, the skill things are hard for me.
Project the scale.
But a lot better, I always weird when you go to the doctor, like, what level of pain are you in? I'm like, is it 10 like getting cut in half, or is it 10, how I feel right now? But no, I do feel a lot better. I mean, Monday morning was very difficult for me to get out of bed and make it, just those backs, you never know. But I'm feeling a lot better now, and hopefully that continues to progress. I have not seen an acupuncturist. I have there's some other things that we do, but I've not seen an acupuncturist.
Is this something you could play with and through, or is it just something that popped up on you?
It popped up. It hasn't bothered me this year. I have in the past had some. You play football in the NFL for a decade. You have some back issues, But not this year. I haven't dealt with it. It kind of just popped up Sunday, honestly. And so that's one of those ones that, you try and play through an ankle or a shoulder or a knee, but when you can't really get in your stance, it's hard to go out there and play. Yeah, we won't get into a bit of the nitty gritty, but yeah, we're feeling a lot better, and to me personally, I think it's more muscle spasm issues, and hopefully you can correct those as the week goes on.
Understand like what's ahead. So wanting to be on the teammates, you also understand you don't want to do damage like the being personal.
Yeah. It is something you think about, but for us, every game's really a playoff game for us. We're trying to win as many as we can. So for me, if I can play, I'm gonna be out there and trying to help the team. But that's something that the training staff and the coaching staff can think about. But for us, I think if you're healthy and you can help the team, and you're not gonna truly damage yourself, I think most guys want to be out there. I don't think so. I think what I was doing was, like, at least for me, when my back locks up, like lifting my legs and moving my legs helps try and loosen it up. So I was trying to get some movement back in there and just trying to feel where I was at. But so from that perspective, there wasn't any correlation. I don't think.
The toughest thing you ever played through, I didn't finish the season. The back match was I don't know how he did. Like, if you tried to bring about how he was able to get through that.
I haven't talked to him yet, but I do remember him telling me about that in early in my career. He texted me the other day about my beard, said it was looking good, so maybe I can correlate that into a question about his back. You know what I mean? So, but no, I do remember him talking about that, and like you said, backs. It's one of those ones that are you never truly know how it's going to react.
I guess for you, because you take so much pride in being out there every Sunday. At what point did you, how hard is it for you to actually just take a knee there and get somebody to
Yeah, when I realized they called the play, and I was like, I'm going to have to pull on this play to the outside, and I was like, I don't even think I can get in my stance right now. And so at that point, I was like, I'm going to hurt the team by being out here, and I might not even be able to get out of my stance. So that was kind of the moment I was like, all right, I have a lot of faith in Dunn. He does a lot of work for us, and he's going to go out there and compete and be ready to go. We'll see what I can do on the sideline if it's going to loosen up at all. But when I knew Dunn, I had told Dunn, because it kind of happened in pregame a little bit. I had told Dunn to be ready, and he was ready like always to come in and battle.
Did you were you frozen? Did you have to tell Jaron to, hey, let's stop this play?
Well, Jaron was kind of the one. He's like, Joel, if you can't go, take a knee. And then I was just like, all right, I'm going to do that. But yeah, if you have back stuff, when it locks up pretty good.
So it's hard to believe that Wyatt Turner was the only original starting offensive lineman for the at the end of that game.
Yeah, it's something you don't want to happen. But Wyatt's been strong for us this year. You know, he's been the guy that's been out there for us, and we've had far too many injuries. You know, it's one of those unlucky stats for us. But looking back at the game, when you have one starter left, it's usually not good. But those guys fought. The guys that come in for us and have been starting, James, Duran, you know, Dunny, Nick Harris, like those guys are ready to battle too. And they've done such a good job. But Wyatt's really, you know, he was the last one out there, so he's kind of last man standing.
Joel, looking to the Texans game, what does this defense challenge present you guys?
Yeah, they're playing really well. I think their front four is kind of the strength of their team, and they rotate. I guess they're kind of similar to us. Like they let the front four go. They're athletic. They're powerful guys. They rush the passer well, and it kind of lets their back end, you know, play a little bit more aggressively and stuff. But they do a good job. It's kind of the same cut as like the San Fran defense. You know, 4 down. Get up the field, but I think it starts. I think all 4 of their starting guys have at least 5 sacks, a bunch of pressures, and they make things happen. And they're not just passers because they've done a pretty good job against the run as well.
You know, I know you weren't in there, but just how much can you attribute the struggles to 4 guys that haven't played much?
It's part of it for sure. You know, you want to have your 5 guys out there. You want to have Nick Chubb out there, but it's the details. Like coach stressed the details this week, and you watch the film, and it's like one guy here or one guy there, where it's like, man, that could have been a big hit. That could have been a big hit. You know, we had just a little miscommunication, and I think that does come with playing with each other and understanding the communication. But we see the opportunities there. The opportunities are still there, and if teams want to try and stop the run, then I think we have Joe Flacco and those guys ready to pass the ball if we need to.
Joel, how weird is this? Like this whole stretch here, you got Christmas Eve game, you got 3 days later, you got the Christmas holiday between. And you kind of just wanted to focus on this, and then after that, you can kind of take a breather.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the. I mean, Thursday late in the season's tough to turn around anyway, and then it's Christmas week, so it's a little bit different. We're really focused on Houston right now, and then we know we got to come in and work, you know, the Christmas and in the next few days. But it's kind of like that whenever this week started, that 10-day stretch, and get through that and see where we're at and kind of refocus from there.
You know, in your years, do you find it easier to be on the highway a business trip atmosphere?
It is more business trip. You know, we played at Green Bay on Christmas. I think Christmas Eve this year, obviously. The hardest part is the kids. Like my kids, you know, I want to be there with them on Christmas Eve. But hopefully I get home and I can, you know, see them Christmas morning. But I think the team will be focused, you know, on the game. And we understand it's our job to play football. We're blessed to play football, so we're not complaining about it. But there's gives and takes. You know, if you're home, you're kind of with your family a little more.
I think of New Orleans coming in next year.
Yeah.
We're going there. We slide it going, right?
Yeah, I think there's something to that. You know, guys are focused on the trip, and there's possibly less distractions when you travel. You know, it's part of the game, though. But, yeah, it's something. Hopefully, you know, we can be a team that gets a win this week and head home, you know, on Christmas Eve. Thanks, guys.